Welcome to Dysfunctional in Quarantine with me, No Filter Paul, and
Johnny fucking Hollywood.
Johnny fucking West Hollywood.
West Hollywood, huh? You guys love saying that, don't you?
Yeah.
West Hollywood.
What I want to know is how many other name choices were there when you picked Hollywood?
It really wasn't me. It was, damn it, this thing is not balanced. It really wasn't me. I was on WDRE in Garden City, Long Island, on the radio.
Right.
And they didn't want me to, I couldn't use my name, so. And then when I started doing comedy, my mom didn't want me to use my name either, so there you go.
Well, that works out.
Well, not really, but Mom was embarrassed. She still is, I think. I don't know.
I got a message from your mom. She said that your comedy right now in the last month has been amazing.
Oh, probably. Probably. Oh, good. Now now I can also peruse. I'm gonna click on that. I'm gonna be the first to like our show tonight. Look at that.
There you go.
And so how do I make that go away? There we go.
That's what people say about you often.
Oh, my dog is barking. You can hear him going in the background.
Yes, definitely.
I'll now turn the volume off of that.
Yeah, that's how I always do that shit. Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say, why do you not look? Because I'm looking down. There we go. So I can't do that, but that would be awesome if I could.
Yeah, you look like you're laying back. All right, well, I'm John Hollywood.
I'm John Hollywood. No, I'm good. So anyway,
were you in Cape May a couple of days ago?
No, why is that?
Some woman kept lookout while her boyfriend and his friend gang raped their
friend. Hold on. Decline. Roseanne, can you do me a favor? Call Jerry. Thank you.
Yeah, some woman let her boyfriend and his friend basically rape his 4-year-old. Her 4-year-old.
I heard about that. That is that's awful. I hate that shit. I hate that. Whenever you hear, like, what was that other one? What was that one you were talking about? Where were we driving to? I guess we were going to Long Island.
There was one from the guy in the next town over, and we had the grandmother of the kid on. And the guy fucking raped the kid, smashed its head, and stuck it in a baby stroller and took it to the Deptford Mall.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's insane.
And this guy was so good, he convinced the mother, because he wasn't the mother, he was the 2 weeks boyfriend. Literally. Right. He convinced her not to take him to the cops, not to call the cops for the kid.
Yeah, both of them, they both should be thrown in a furnace.
Yeah, well, she took a fucking plea deal to fucking go against him.
That's
So she got like fucking. She may even be out.
Now, so what happened with this 4-year this fucking disgusting human being in down the shore? What happened in Cape May?
Well, it says Cape mom. Let me see if this is actually Cape May. Cape May County woman kept lookout while boyfriend and another man sexually assaulted her preschool age daughter.
That's
Teresa Millard of the Villas. Villas, is that a town? I guess it is. Done by Cape May.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
There is. That's not even. That's awful.
She only gets charged with child endangerment, so she'll probably get probation.
Wait, and what do they get?
They haven't said.
Oh, that's awful. Thanks for brightening my day, Paul. Is that the same guy twice?
Yeah.
Ugh.
That's the is that the boyfriend? Terrible. That's the boyfriend. Oh, and here's the other dude.
Oh, don't we know him?
Yeah.
Nicky Petito grew a beard.
Yeah.
No, Nicky wouldn't do that.
Fucking Nicky Petito was on a fucking video with the chick who played Meadow Soprano today.
Awesome. I mean, I don't know what else to say. It sounds like a great day to me.
Yeah.
Jeez. What did he do to, I mean, wow. What do you got to do to deserve that?
Sound like Tony Soprano.
Oh, hey, why don't you come over here, sit next to your father?
Exactly. Well, yeah, you could have just done that video.
Oh my God. Just when you want to feed someone to a tiger, you know?
Yeah.
Did you see the TikTok videos of that?
There's been so many.
Oh, okay.
Which is the good one? Which is the good one?
The one it's like the dance. Everybody's got to do the dance. Roseanne knows it really well. Roseanne, what's the Carol Baskin song? Yes, we are. Yeah. Yeah, she says, can you hear? Fed them to the tigers. They were snacking. You all right, buddy? Are you frozen?
Someone is asking me if you're Fred from O&A, the guy in the wheelchair that fucks himself in the ass with a dildo in that bathtub.
Oh, I want to get fucked in the ass again.
Yeah.
It's all covered in shit.
And Carl wrote high fags, which
oh yeah. Well, if that isn't projection and irony.
Takes one to
fuck one.
Yeah.
Hi, Carl.
Carl has his open mic tonight on Zoom.
Hey, do you think that Carl's actually Nathan Lane's love child? that the one woman he ever had sex with, he got pregnant, and that's Carl's mom?
Well, what do you think the mom must look like for Nathan Lane to...
Like a dude. You know when you're banging a girl and you go, is it in? And then she says, wrong hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, she didn't say that.
Yeah. No, it wasn't wrong hole. It was taint. Taint.
Taint in. Oh, Carl's replying, yes.
Be careful now, boys. You hit my testicles.
Yeah. Don't bruise the back of my scrotum.
Yeah. On the back of my head.
Oh, jeez. Carl, we love you, but
Carl,
not in that way.
What time is Carl's open mic?
I have no idea. I've never been invited. Carl's an elitist. He's an elitist open micer. Yeah.
I heard that Brendan Jones started an open mic and then Carl stole it.
Yeah, but you know, here's the thing with that, with Carl's open mic. Everybody who goes on has to Venmo a tip to Jen, the bartender.
She's not even there.
Exactly. Yeah, they have to Venmo a tip to Jen. Sure, because that's how the venue wants. The venue wants to do that.
Carl, if you want to join the thing and promote your podcast, then DM me your email so I can send you the Zoom.
Yes, and butch up while you do it.
What?
Dude, I told him to butch up, you know, when he comes on. So we've been watching The Stranger on Netflix.
Isn't that when you lay on your arm until it goes numb and then you jerk off?
No, that's not the one on Netflix. Oh. Actually, I want to commend the angels of porn for really stepping up on Chatterbait and OnlyFans and Instagram, MeWe, FetLife, and Tumblr. They've really upped their game during this quarantine period, and I want to thank them personally for all the good they do.
I heard that I noticed on Instagram people aren't following the rules anywhere near as they used to. Yeah,
apparently Nips really set the detector off, but ass and camel toe and simulated camel toe and all that good stuff is coming through.
Here's a photo of hold on a second. All right, I'm gonna send Jokes Carl the invite. Hold on.
Yep. So there's that, and then my buddy Jerry's watching. Hello, Jerry.
Hi, Jerry.
Jerry was telling me, he goes, hey, bro, there's some shows on Netflix that are almost as good as porn. And I said, yeah. I says, there are some shows on Netflix that are porn. He's like what? And I go, Nymphomaniac 1 and 2, where you see Shia LaBeouf giving it to Charlotte Gainsbourg right in the, you see it all. And you see Charlotte Gainsbourg getting it on the rotisserie by these two Jamaican dudes. And the guy, you remember the British series Being Human?
Yes.
The vampire.
Yes.
He's in this too, and you see him, full hardcore. I think he even comes on her face.
Carl's open mic flyer is right there.
That's Carl's open. Is that even human?
I didn't put it up long enough to get us thrown off of Facebook.
Very good.
Yeah, but
yeah, and then there's this another one called Love, and that one opens up with a hand job that turns into a blow job while he's diddling his fillator. I don't know what else to call her. Jesus. Yeah, so there's some stuff you can watch on Netflix that's out there. 7 Songs, that's another good one.
I have like 7,000 porn channels if I want to watch that shit.
Yeah, but you got poor guys like Jerry that's cooped up, and he doesn't have access to the computer because the kids are using it, and so he's got to find relief.
There's an app for your phone for all the IPTV stuff.
Yeah, I have that.
I know. I told you.
Yeah.
I showed you.
Yeah, I've been renewed already.
I paid for a year for that and a different one. I got 2 of them now.
Okay, I got everything through Cody, bro. Cody works for me.
Yeah, I know. Never reliable enough on the UK channels. When I want to watch something, I'm not.
You want to watch stuff live, and that's different.
Yeah, no, it's Carl, turn your mic on. So,
is he there?
Yes, he's here, but he hasn't got his mic on. Yeah, it's actually doing the most funny thing he's ever done so far.
What do I have to do? Slide one over to get him in?
Hey, fags!
There you go.
Hey, fag!
Click on the thing that says "Speak of You" versus there's one called. You should see all 3 of us.
Oh my goodness!
You see?
I didn't know Carl wore glasses.
These are readers.
That really completes the look.
Yeah.
I do not look like Nathan Lane.
Oh my God!
If he really wanted to complete the look, he'd have someone spray mayonnaise from the side of the fucking picture onto his face.
I'm gonna call him Avador from now on.
What's an Avador?
That was the houseboy in that.
And look, how'd you fall? The bird cage, whatever.
Bird cage.
Yeah.
Spartacus.
So, Paul, I feel like telling you some information, but you won't listen. But I'm going to try.
Okay.
Okay, so once upon a time, Jonesy had a mic at the boiler room.
Oh, we're going through this again.
What do you mean again? I've never brought it up with you. But every time I see you, you're like, you just told him. Listen, he didn't have the mic when I went to Jen and spoke with her about reopening it. And the reason was I was doing that Reds and it was not successful. Nobody was coming. I knew the boiler room already had, are you looking at your foot? I knew that the boiler room.
No, we're actually following along live.
I knew that the boiler room had a built-in crowd. People loved going there and they missed it. So I went to her to open it up again. It had nothing to do with Jonesy.
Yeah, but he feels slighted that you didn't involve him.
So what?
That's like going to Paisanos in Lyndhurst on the days that the comedy shop isn't there to have your own comedy show.
What if the comedy shop was over, right? And 6 months had passed. Now am I going rogue?
Jonesy says he'll be here in a minute. This is what he's doing right now.
Okay.
He's imitating a table.
He's eating a taco the size of a table. Take that any way you want.
So let's put it this way. I did what you did years ago at a place called the Blaze Bar. And Buddha had the show there for a while. And I heard rumblings that Ryan Dalton might have wanted to get in on that location on the nights that Buddha wasn't there. And being that I was kind of like an ally of Buddha's, I went to Buddha and I said, hey, do you mind? And Buddha and I kind of get along. So
someone's asking what Carl has in the fish tank.
I have
cock.
The thing is, that's not funny, but the two of you morons are cracking up, so I guess I'm wrong. I have cock in the fish tank.
in the fish tub.
You know what? The fish, did you say fish tub?
Fish tub is what I had said.
Fish tub.
I think Carl has
great.
Carl has cock in the picture frame in the bookcase. Definitely in the seat.
My son, who was conceived heterosexually, has a love of fishing, and so some of his bait fish, they're called shiners. We put them in there.
Oh, shiners.
That's right.
We were talking to one last week.
Carolyn Minton says, Johnny, you've got more hair on your face than your head.
Yes.
She remembers the Blaze Bar. Now, continue your story how you fucked Buddha out of the Blaze Bar.
No, I didn't fuck him out of it. But it ended up becoming, it turned into my venue after a time. But Buddha had moved down the shore. So
right. Buddha was out of there.
Yeah.
Right, but he was still producing shows there. He was producing, like, he had Carucci and Lloydgren and Buddha, and those were great shows. And he had me and Mad Dog on.
Isn't it a huge difference, though? I mean, Jonesy had nothing.
Yeah, I didn't get in his way, and I didn't go and do anything on the weekends. If Buddha wanted the room, he could have had it any time.
But my situation with Jonesy is not the same at all. He was not running the room. See, this is why I said I shouldn't get into it, because you guys
it's okay.
aren't reasonable.
All right, Carl, you get, for the next 1 minute, we will not make any words. Go ahead.
Good.
I already said my piece.
No, Carl, I'm glad you're running the room. I'm glad we have the venue back. Do I feel bad for Jonesy? Sure.
But why? Jonesy got kicked out on his own. It had nothing to do with me.
You know, the best.
Well, here's the reason. They wanted to start instituting. Hey, and I'll go one further with you. I also had a room at a place called the Old Canal Inn, which I'm banned from to this day. And what had gone on there was the owner wanted to start charging the open micers $5 a head. And I told him I would never do that. And we had words, and that was the end of that. I pulled out. I could have stayed, but I decided that, it wasn't right to charge open micers for, stage time, especially there. It's not like it's a stress factor or anything like that. It was
right.
Don Bernard's complaining I have a headboard behind me again. He doesn't realize this is the only room in the house. It's quiet.
You couldn't do this in the basement?
My basement's not finished. So.
Well, this is the only place in my house I can do it. I got in a lot of trouble last week. My wife wanted to watch TV and relax, and she couldn't because I was communicating.
Is that really true about that stand-up routine you do? Like she's watching your 500-pound life and
oh, that's the God's honest truth, man. Oh yeah.
Pimple popper.
Yep.
That's what my wife does too. She also watches those shows where they go down the real estate shows.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Property Brothers and yeah.
Did she watch that TLC show where she's convinced the husband's gay and then have to try and out him in 6 episodes?
No, that's not her style at all.
Worse than the Pimple Popper show, John. The Pimple Popper show dubbed into Swedish.
Oh,
did you get all that on the?
Oh, they have a British Dr. Pimple Popper now.
Yeah.
Have you seen that one?
No, I watched the American one on the British channel one time.
Okay, they have a British one now on the American channels.
Carl, what are you watching? Are you going out to work every day, Carl, or are you stuck home now?
No, I work from home, but I've always worked. Since I've been with this job, I've worked from home.
All right, so your day's no different than normal then.
Well,
so why do you even bother getting dressed?
Full of families,
He's only got a shirt on right now. Don't stand up, Carl.
Pan down, Carl. Okay. Oh no! Oh no! It fell down his pants.
It's only
Surprise! Nothing came out.
Yeah. No, of course not. Why would it?
So there's a lot of stuff that should come out in your house.
That's the difference. Now I've got, my kids were doing school work from home and my wife home. So that's the difference. And that is why I got a shower.
But this is also why he can't masturbate in the living room anymore.
I'm the man of the house. I am the man of the house. I've had this argument so many times.
I demand a DNA test on that.
Well, you don't have to have a DNA test to be the man of the house.
Oh, do you have X or Y chromosomes?
But I have both.
Yes,
Everybody has both.
I'm just checking to see if anyone knew that. So...
Carl, what's it like to piss through a clitoris?
I've tried that, but my wife fell off the bed.
No, I said through, not on, Paul.
Oh.
Oh my
Guys,
goodness.
I have a high voice, okay? I'm not your typical heterosexual male with the jock stuff and the, but I like
ever since
girls.
that bicycle accident, I
like girls. I like girls. What can I say?
How old were you when you fell off the bicycle and got the handle up your ass that got the squeaky voice?
I just never hit puberty. I mean, I haven't shaved.
That's why we didn't see his balls, John. They haven't dropped.
Paul, you don't understand. He hit a bump riding that bicycle and crushed 2/3 of his testicles on that bar.
No, he hit a bump on the bicycle and he hasn't found the seat yet.
Carl wasn't always like this,
Are you guys going to try jokes tonight? Or?
I've seen video of Carl when he was young.
Uh-oh.
Yep. You had video posted somewhere. You were doing
fish burger.
Right.
All right. So that was it. That was like 91, 92. I was in my 20s.
You were in your 20s in that?
Yeah. I was born in 66.
Wow.
Wait a second. Does the math add up there?
1991, he would have been 15.
No, but I knew my wife. 16.
No, he wouldn't have been 15. Oh, 15 in 91?
6, 8.
Yeah.
No.
87, 88.
No, 15 in 81.
In 81, he would have been 15.
25 in 91.
So I was, deep in my 20s in 91, 92. And you can find it on YouTube. It's funny stuff, it's sketch comedy. It was creative at the time. But the best thing about it is, and Paul, just calm down before you go.
Very masculine in that, Paul. Very masculine.
The best thing about it was cable access TV. We were on TV3 between 2 and 4. There was no internet. We were the only show in town, Today, anyone could do it. We were doing,
when I first, 995, I was doing a sketch comedy show on Dover Cable.
What channel was it?
With Paul Veneer.
What channel was it on the?
Whatever the public access channel was in Dover Cable.
Well, so we were really lucky. We were between CBS and NBC, and you know how people flipped channels back then. And if we were doing something debauch, we would catch your attention and you'd stay.
Paul, the more I think about it and the more I realize I saw that earlier video, I'm really starting to suspect that Carl's balls are in his wife's purse. Just like the rest of us.
What? Shall I get my wife? I am not.
Exists.
I am not henpecked. Is that what you're implying?
No, not henpecked.
What do you mean? My balls are in her purse for safekeeping?
He's not henpecked, but just in the bottom of the camera shot, you can see the dishes he's doing.
I'm not.
Carl legit is the man of the house in that.
I am.
That's right. He's the man of the house, and there's 3 boys of the house. And then there's the boss.
Why do you think I'm out at bars and doing whatever the F I want to do?
Because you got a good boss.
Because she doesn't like you.
Because you got a really good boss.
Me. God damn
I'll tell you what, though. Carl does have a hell of a drive. Paul, you got a ride too, but Carl's got a hell of a drive to get home.
He lives in Elmwood Park, doesn't he?
No.
No.
I live
No.
behind I'm in a gated community, dude.
Yeah.
Gay AYTED.
Oh my goodness, the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man imitation.
All right, that was pretty good.
That was a good one. So you were in this part of the house I've never seen before. The original footprint of the building, I suspect.
You've been to my house. You didn't go into the in-law suite?
No, that was Mario. Mario did the cop scene in there.
He did, actually. That was in the sunroom. Where the hell is my phone?
I'll tell you what, Paul, you've never had this happen. You've never had a child in your house overflow the bathtub and have it come through the ceiling into the basement.
Fuck that.
Yeah, that happened.
I've had water come through the ceiling before when the fucking tub leaked and we had to rip up the ceiling and put in.
Yeah, didn't you, Paul? Didn't you like do the bathroom and then the water damage came right away?
That was the fucking kitchen.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
terrible.
somebody put a screw through the pipe.
Yeah. My brother-in-law screwed a power outlet. The last thing he did in the whole kitchen is he screwed a power outlet under the sink and hit the heating pipe in the wall.
Oh shit! I just realized now because it's dark on this Nathan Lane. That's awesome.
So you live in Kinnelon, right, Carl?
Yeah, how do you know?
I'm trying to remember.
That's right.
That's quite a way up. I used to have a friend from work up there, and we used to go there. It's quite a drive.
Well, I
Hey,
I
Paul,
can
did
be
you
to
just see
Johnny's
the
house.
bear in the woods?
You get nice at bigger houses for less money up there. Same as down the shore where I am. We get a bigger house.
Dude, I am in Smoke Rise, okay?
Paul.
There's no less money here.
Paul, did you just see the bear in the woods?
He hasn't put the camera down yet.
There was a bear in the woods.
I can get to Johnny's house in 20 minutes, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe
Yeah.
a little longer. I mean, I can be at Lincoln Tunnel in 40 minutes. I don't live in
Caroline
Boone.
Minton says you sound more like Wayne Newton.
Oh shit.
What does Wayne Newton sound like? He's the lounge singer in Vegas, right?
Yes.
Carolyn Minson says her basement is finished and it looks like a dungeon.
Uh-huh. It's
Talk about still waters, huh?
it's not a sex dungeon.
Frozen.
Carolyn's
Wow.
too nice for that.
I'm wondering if there's like piercings and suspensions and light torture and bondage going on there in that
No
dungeon.
way. No, she is a very nice lady. There's no way.
What are you talking about? You sound like nice ladies don't do things like that, Carl.
They
and I'm sure
don't.
they do.
Normally, the nicer they are in public, in private, they're like on the other end of the fucking scale.
Well, Carolyn is very nice in public, so
She is
I don't
wonderful.
know. But she is.
She is a nice lady. And,
All right,
and
you
I'm,
want
I'm
that-
surprised that
somebody
her,
pick a different person.
it's either that or she's a Renaissance fanatic.
Oh, she does reenactments?
I don't know. I could see that though. I could see her being a Renfest junkie.
I think she's a mom of somebody, a soldier.
Yep. She's got a son who's a military guy.
Yeah.
She's got a daughter who's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
Should be a model, really. She's a beautiful girl.
I saw her. She did a good job in this movie. It was called like Were Rabbit. Bob Gonzo was involved in casting that. I forget the guy's name now. He's out of
Voldemort, you mean?
It was called Were Rabbit. It was Easter, and instead of a werewolf, it was like a monster rabbit. It was low budget, but it was well done.
Oh, okay. Okay, very good.
All right,
Paul,
so
what are you up to now?
what's that?
Paul's doing something.
Yeah, I know. He's staring at his feet.
He's looking down. Ooh, scary.
Oh, that's good. It's not dark enough for me to pull that off.
Well, I have my, oh, that's scary. That's actually scary. So,
So I only called up because you guys were incorrectly claiming that I stole somebody's gig, and I didn't. You know, Bob Gonzo stole my gig. Legit stole it.
No shit.
Really? Let's hear that story.
Yeah, go ahead.
It was 2015, I guess. I had just started in comedy. I didn't know anything about it. I figured I had to have some sort of resume builder. So I thought I would host an open mic. So I went to this place in Parsippany. It was called the Town Tavern. And I just asked him, listen, you're doing karaoke, you're doing trivia night. How about a open mic comedy? You know, you do the bands. And he said, okay. Bob Gonzo lived in the same town, you know, and he came over our first day, him and the woman he's with, the Jersey girl. What's her name? Margaret, right. And I was like, hey, Bob, you know, you're right here in town. Why don't you co-host the mic with me? And he was excited about that. And that's really what he wanted. So he did. He co-hosted the mic with me. And, you know, the regular cast and crew that always go with him showed up. You know, like a Matthew Broderick or a Annie Weiss or a, you know, the same people, you know.
You should really get along really well with Matthew Broderick, Mr. Lane.
Yeah, right. We were in the producers together.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, things were going great. Then all of a sudden I got a call from the owner, and the owner said, listen, it's been a great run, but we're going to start doing music now, you know, on, I think it was Tuesdays or Wednesdays. I don't know. So I said, okay, thank you. It's been great, you know, and it was over. But the next thing I know, they did have music the next week, but the week after was Bob Gonzo's open mic.
Oh, okay.
Now,
using that metric, you've never stolen anything from anybody, honestly.
I never confronted him about it. And I saw him a million times after.
There was 1 week, no, 2 weeks between your mic, then there was a week of music, and then there was his mic. So that's 2 weeks. How many weeks between Jonesy losing the mic and you getting the mic were there?
Many more, I think.
12 to, I don't know, it was months. It was months.
Yeah,
yes, it was months. See, this is the fucking thing. Every time I hear you go, ha ha, you stole his mic, ha ha. Jesus Christ, man. That's the last thing in the world I did. I just knew that Reds was dying and the boiler room already had a built-in crowd and it was closed. So I went down there.
I think people spent more money at Reds than they did at Boiler Room. That was most of the problem was that, if anything. They didn't spend any money in that place.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how long it's been now, but it's been very successful. And I don't know, people are, you know, she's making money. So I don't know.
Well, here's the thing about Reds. Reds is very isolated. You really can't do a mic in a room like that. One of the first mics I ever did was at Pianos, which was awesome. They had 2 rooms. They had the front room with a stage, and they did Wednesday mixed mic there. And I went in on Mondays and I said, hey, can we do a mic here on Mondays? Now, they were doing the comedy open mic in the back room that sat about maybe 60 people, and it wasn't well attended at all. And I said, you know what? Let's do it in the front. And it took off after that. You need people around it, even if they're, you know, killer drug dealers.
I'll take 5 real audience members over 20 comics any day of the week.
Yeah. And that worked out really well. It went, me and Matt Kelly were running like all the comedy out of there. Well, no, I take that back. Mickey Loge did the Mickey Who show like once a month on a Saturday, and it was always standing room, always. And now it's a Cuban restaurant or something. It's kind of sad it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Is the Boiler Room surviving? Have we heard any feedback on that? Because a lot of places are not coming back. They can't afford it.
You know, I really don't know if the Boiler Room is surviving, but rumor was that they were having trouble before COVID. I don't know.
Oh, you think having no tequila behind the bar? You think not having cider, like only one brand of bottled beer and the one tap that worked, and dude, boxed wine? I'm gonna be honest. I think they might have been having some problems.
Some of the guys are doing a show online to raise money for TIFFs people, but it's like Yeah, it's like I think it's like a $2 show. I don't know how much they're gonna raise doing that.
Tips is having problems. You know what you guys don't.
Tips having problems. I'm saying like the Clint Esposito and his guys are doing a show, Comedy Collusion, his thing. But it's a Zoom.
Wait a minute, they're doing that at your venue?
No, they're doing it online.
Oh,
yeah, and they're giving the money from the ticket sales to the TIFFs employees.
I did one of Clint's things. It was like a pun night. It was me and Steve Poston.
You should have done good there. That's what you do. That's your thing.
Mm-hmm. We did well. It was fun. It was a good show.
Did Poston play fucking Connect 4 while you were telling jokes?
Those days are over. He was doing that sort of thing for a while. It was almost performance art. And then he just found the puns and stuck with them.
He was fucking better. He played Django one time.
Mm-hmm.
At the Boiler Room for his fucking 5 minutes. He played Django. He played Connect 4 against himself and he lost.
He does this very funny thing in which if you're laughing, he pretends to be annoyed and he waits for you to stop before he moves on to the next pun. I don't know. Steve Poston is really doing good recently. I know you guys just want to crap on people, but Steve's doing a good job.
I think it's nice to see something different, to be honest with you. He's an odd character, but his stuff is different. I'd rather see different once in a while. Let's be honest.
But let's be honest though. That's alt comedy. It's not stand up per se. It's really not.
When I went to the Boiler Room since Carl and him were there, they opened the show. At least the one time I was there, one of them was telling the setup and the other one was telling the punchline.
Well, one time we did some music together. We played joke songs. Is that what you're?
No, it wasn't. I don't think it was music. It was like he knew the punchlines to your jokes, and you guys were going back and forth like you were Laurel and Fatty or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah, Laurel and Fatty. I was Laurel. Was I Laurel that day?
That's
no,
funny.
You're fat. You know that. And you had
you haven't put on weight since this shit started.
And you had the operation even. No, but Paul, the balls of you to make fun of fat people when you had the operation.
But what you don't realize is I'm still 80 pounds lighter than I was. If I get back to that number, you're right.
No, I'm right now. You couldn't keep your mouth shut so bad that you had to have the operation. You have no grounds to talk about fat people.
I love fat people. They're all my friends.
I was Laurel.
I was Laurel. Comments. What do you see?
What's that?
I think John's reading comments I can't see. Is people saying?
No, on my watch. No, when you said I love fat people, I was like, that's great. Oh shit! I'll tell you what. None of us would do well if we had a performing profile. We'd all come out looking like fucking Alfred Hitchcock.
Yeah, that's the profile, all right. Who's coming?
Jonesy.
Okay.
Oh, that's fucking hysterical.
I'm not going to bring up the Boiler Room, right? Because we've
go ahead.
No, we've had
it's very sensitive.
Let's just
tap.
No, that's exactly what Paul wants. He starts fights because it's good.
Hello, everybody. What's going on?
Namaste, motherfucker.
Namaste. Fuck me.
Holy shit, Brendan. Look at the size of your head.
I think it's like look at your hair. And no, this is the size of my head. Oh
wow.
My God.
Every time that's better. He goes outside, so he looks like a murderer.
I'm gonna sit outside the deck. I'm gonna sit outside the deck, motherfuckers.
You got no light out there. This is a fucking video podcast, you dummy.
Ooh, all right. There he is.
We see you.
Holy shit. Wow, Brendan. Quarantine is treating you well.
So, Jonesy, you know what I found out?
What?
You know, you canceled your virtual online open mic at the Boiler Room a couple of weeks ago. Carl is starting a virtual online open mic today.
Oh, okay. Wow, cool. Do you think I get some stage time with the virtual open mic?
All right, enough about that shit. We've cleared it up. Carl didn't steal anything from you. He just had a very long plan for it to happen. So anyway.
Yeah.
You're
Hey,
just
guys,
waiting for me to
let me ask
fall
the two of you
down.
a question. Did you feel even the least bit slighted that Missy Allen tried to steal the boiler room from the both of you?
No, not at all.
Jonesy,
Dude, God rest
Jonesy.
your soul.
Jonesy, do you think I took the boiler room from you?
Do you remember the conversation we had at
Reds.
Reds? And you saw I was pissed.
So you do think I took the boiler room from you?
Well, yes, I do. A little bit. But here's the thing.
Fuck it. Let's just blame Yusef Goff for all of it. He's not here. It's Yusef's fault, that fuck.
No, here's the thing. Here's the thing, Carl. I kind of lost the boiler room for whatever reason. They decided we're going a different direction. They didn't like the fact that I put Shari Linnick hosting the mic, and she
Didn't
bashed
like the fact
the
you
owner.
tossed a handful of quarters across the room.
Johnny, let him talk because I really want to hear this. So
Okay.
go ahead.
Okay. So, things were not going well. And he was kind of like, well, this, he mentioned to me before, it's like, hey, that guy Yusef, when you're running the mic, do you still talk to him? I'm like, yeah, I still talk to him, of course, man. It's like, oh, okay. So he already had it in his mind, like things are going down. He didn't like some of the element that I was bringing to the bar. Maybe because, someone tried to fight me once or something like that.
That's your personality. That's not the fucking people.
No, it's the people, and it's a bar.
That was the
So,
Staten Island crew.
No. Well, that happened too, and I lost my shit at Staten Island. Anything that throws bad energy to the bar, he doesn't appreciate. Listen, I called Anthony, and Anthony, the owner, is like, listen, you're a great guy. I just want to go in a different direction. I have no problem with you whatsoever, man. I love you. You're a fucking awesome guy. I just think it was better for business to have somebody else running it, and that's all.
Oh wait, so it didn't end with them canceling the mic. The owner actually said he's having someone else do it.
No, he said we're going in a different direction, and
All right.
that's all he said.
So that was when he.
But then at that time, but hold on, and then at that time, Carl actually took it upon himself to say this Reds mic is not going well on Tuesday, especially when I'm performing right down the street at the same time, same bad channel as Vic Cedeno. So first off, like Carl ran the mic when he could have ran it later or earlier. Like if I was Carl, I would have run like a 7 to 9 a mic at Reds and then tell everybody to go and support Nikki's Bar and Grill. That's what I would have done.
But
and then all of a sudden,
Brendan,
now he's.
I just want to be clear on a point, okay? The time in which I started at Reds, months had passed, right? There was no Boiler Room Tuesday open mic for months before I went.
It was not. No, I'm not. It wasn't. I don't think it was months. I really don't think it was months. It was like it was like a month, maybe month or two, if that.
But to be clear, the owner said to you, we're not going to do open mic anymore. It's done.
No, he goes, it's done. He goes,
and then
we're going in a different direction.
Got it back.
Okay. Here's what I want to say, okay? All right.
Sure.
The mic was over, okay? And I never said to myself, Brendan Jones, Brendan Jones, Brendan Jones, Brendan Jones. I never even considered it, okay? I just said, I need to close Reds. It's not working. And I knew that the Boiler Room had a built-in crowd, and I knew that the mic wasn't going on there anymore. So I went down and talked to Jen, what's going on? And she was the one who was like, if you could get Yusef, we could do this. So
if you can get Yusef, because she liked Yusef. She liked the way Jen obviously had a problem with me. For whatever reason, she had a problem.
I'm just trying to get level set with you that I didn't seek out.
Okay. Well, okay. Question. Hold on, Carl. One question. Okay. If you were running Reds, okay, and I
got kicked out of it, and I got kicked out of it.
You got kicked out of Reds. I thought.
No, he's saying if
you left Reds, you got kicked out.
No, he left.
You got kicked out. You got kicked out of Reds.
No, he left Reds.
Brendan, you were about to set up a hypothetical, and you said, if I was running Reds.
And you got, but you tried to finish my sentence, and I don't appreciate that.
And he's off.
Okay, look, listen. If you were running Reds, and then you were running Reds, and then you were having a good success of Mike, and then I talked to Doug Palsy because Palsy's a pal of mine. We wrestled in high school. I know his wife, and I stole the Reds from you. You'd be pissed. If that was a successful Mike, and you'd be pissed. And the only thing that pisses me off is that you didn't talk to me first. That's the only thing that pisses me off. You didn't talk to me first.
Do you ever wrestle with Palsy's wife?
Dude, do you know how hot Palsy's wife is?
No, I don't know her, but if you wrestle with him, maybe you should.
Dude, you have no idea how hot Palsy's wife is.
All right, so let's get to the meat of this. The meat of it is Carl says it was a while after you left Boiler Room.
Right.
Jonesy still feels slighted in the fact that you should have at least given him a call and say, look, they've offered me the Boiler Room. Are you okay? Blah, 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 blah. That phone call never happened. I think that's the problem.
That's right. That phone call never happened.
You could have DM'd me. You could have saw me. And we could have talked about it. Like, we're gonna get the Boiler Room. Like, the funny thing is, I understand Carl's perspective. That's why I didn't get angry at you, Carl. I didn't get angry. I was a little pissed, a little slighted, but I didn't get that pissed at you. That's like the reason why we're having this conversation is because I do like you, Carl. Remember I said those words?
He likes you, Carl.
Okay.
Do you remember I saying those words to you? We're having this conversation. Yes, I'm a little pissed because you didn't talk to me first, but guess what? I was like, she's like, I'm sorry. I guess I didn't think of you, Jonesy. I guess I didn't, I just was doing my own thing, Jonesy, You
were talking to Kermit?
No, I was talking to you. I was talking to you. I was talking to you, Carl. Like, I really didn't think of you, Jonesy. I really didn't. I was kind of just thinking, I want to run a good room. The Boiler Room is a good room. I just wanted to do it. And so I did it. I didn't think of you. I'm sorry. Are you mad at me? You don't like me. You don't like me, do you, Jonesy? You don't like me. You don't like me, do you? And that's exactly what happened.
I can't even look. Oh, the douche skills. Oh.
Carl, do you remember that conversation? Yes or no?
I remember talking to you at Reds. Yes.
So you don't remember that conversation?
Yes, I remember it.
Word for word. That was the conversation. Word for word.
I don't know. It sounds like you've turned this conversation over and over in your head. I'm just recalling.
No, I don't turn the conversation over and over in my head. I do have an almost near photographic memory. So that's what happened.
That's very impressive. You have a near photographic memory.
You remember someone saying
I said near photographic memory. Near photographic memory. It also becomes from an emotional point too that I remember it because it pissed me off. So of course it's going to stand up. Okay. It pissed me off only because it was disrespectful, Carl. It was disrespectful. That's my point.
But it wasn't. Okay. So I
feel disrespected.
Okay. And the fact that months had passed and that the room was dead, there was nothing going on Tuesdays, that doesn't change your perspective. You still think I should have called you and spoke with you. Is it okay with you? I mean, it wasn't your room. I'm just trying to understand.
I do think that. I do think that. I think that one thing you have to realize is that comics, comedians are sensitive people. And that was a sensitive issue. And I cared about that room. And you know what? When I stopped doing the open mic, you know what? I saved money because I didn't buy pizza, everybody. I saved time, Yeah. So it was a good thing for me that I'm not doing any Boiler Room anymore. I can go there and just do it, But I just feel that everybody's looking at me like I'm the asshole here. And I don't feel that I am. And I don't feel that you are either. I don't feel. Sorry, go ahead.
I was trying hard to convey the message that I really didn't steal the room from you, and I think I failed. I think you still feel that way.
Hey, I have a question. Paul, what's the appropriate amount of time to fuck a girl that your friend used to go out with?
It depends if the girl's as well.
That's a good analogy.
Because let's say you're fucking this girl, right? You're fucking a lot.
You were broken up.
And then you stop fucking her. But let's say you didn't really stop fucking her. Let's say maybe you went to Florida on business. And then somebody came in and started fucking that girl while you were gone. How long do you have to wait before that's okay?
Anthony Ennis is going off on Jonesy right now. I'm going to read
Jonesy, I got to tell you, Jonesy.
I bet
Story.
Comedy Festival. Oh my God. Comedy Festival.
Jonesy, I got to tell you, Johnny's analogy, it makes it a little more clear to me, like why you're hurt.
Boy, I'm so surprised I'd have to explain that to Carl.
It's not a girl. Why? Because I don't like girls?
I know you like them. No.
I'll show you my browser history.
Anthony Ennis says Jonesy should be disrespected by his barber.
Okay, so listen, Brendan, I'm sorry that I
fuck your girlfriend.
Then you fuck my girlfriend. Then you fucked my girlfriend. I'm getting over it. Is that what it is? You fucked my girlfriend. You fucked my girlfriend. You jizzed on her back, and I gotta walk away. That's what it is.
And hey, Brendan, not only that, but he's sharing her with another guy.
Dude, and she pulled a threesome with two other guys. He pulled a threesome.
Wow. You see now, Carl, that was a whole different way to look at things, and now you got a different perspective.
All of a sudden, I got in trouble. I have to go to the boiler room to talk now.
It's okay.
All right, well, Jonesy, I don't think the hurt is mended, but I think maybe it's a little bit better. I hope we're closer to.
All right, I'm gonna start my open mic here at my boiler room. I got an outlet right here. I got an outlet right here. Hey guys, Jonesy live from the boiler room, baby.
Wow, all you need now is a bisexual bartender and an empty bar.
Dude, look at this. I got the wall right here. All I need is a dartboard. All I gotta have is a pool table in the corner and people playing pool and not paying attention, just like the boiler room. This is perfect. It's fucking perfect.
Jonesy, all we need to do now is your girlfriend throw you out of the house for 2 weeks and then Carl move in.
Here's the other boiler. Here's the other tanker. Here you go. There's one boiler room right there. You know, here you go. This is the house that survived. Look, we got a flag in there. This has got character. It's got character here.
At the next
I'm starting with my virtual open mic is going to be here. That's right. I'm going to do my virtual open mic. So let me ask you a question. You call it a virtual open mic. Can you name it after a bar that you can't go to because it's a COVID crisis?
Yeah.
Well, what we were trying to do is, think there's a time when Corona is going to end. And so we were trying to keep it alive.
Why don't you call it the Reds open mic? You call it the boiler room open mic because obviously the boiler room was a better room. And here's the thing. This is how I feel about the boiler room. I took a piece of shit bar that nobody wanted to do. I took a bar that nobody wanted to deal with. Pete DiLorenzo was living next door, and then he died. And then all of a sudden, I started creating an atmosphere. I was getting comics to go there, and it became a regular thing. So I turned like a girl that was like a homely girl into a hot piece of ass. And then once she was hot, she left me for somebody else. Left me for you, Carl.
But she didn't leave you.
Right? Carl,
that's right. You stole it. That's right. You stole it.
Saying that she left him, but then a couple of weeks later, Carl went over to her house to see what's up. That's what happened.
Why do you say a couple of weeks?
So basically, like my girlfriend broke up with me, and you're like, well, she didn't like him anyway. I think she's gonna like me better, so I'm gonna make this work.
Well, you guys were just on a break, really.
We were on a break, like friends. We were just on a break. We were on a break.
So now we have it all out in the open. We have it now at a place where everybody understands what happened. And I don't blame either one of you guys. I blame the venue. And to be fair, I blamed the venue early on. I said to myself, this is kind of screwy. In the same way that I blame the Old Canal Inn for bringing Gnome in and doing comedy there. after I established it, and then they had a problem with me. So fuck them and fuck the boiler room.
Someone says Carl and Jonesy should just fucking get it over and done with.
Yep.
And then somebody else says, I don't know anything about what this argument is about, but I guarantee it's Jonesy's fault.
Carl, let me ask you a question. When you came to the show, the Pizzeria Uno show, how'd you like that show, Carl?
That was a good show, I thought.
From top to bottom?
I don't know what you mean. I enjoyed it. I went there to support Mario and film him, and I did so. I thought everyone had a good set.
So you wouldn't support me that you actually had the room?
You're trying to pick a fight now. I didn't
No,
support
I'm not.
you.
Okay, let me ask you a question. If you came to me and say, hey, I'm taping Mario's set, do you want me to tape everybody?
I didn't say that. I was there to tape Mario, and that's what I did.
But could you have offered to tape me, or could you have offered? You tape Jeannie and you tape Mario. Is that correct?
Yes.
But
So-
he doesn't like you, Brendan.
That's basically what it is. He doesn't like me. Well, let me ask you, Carl. Carl, let me ask you something. When you came in, I was not going to charge you. Is that correct?
I don't care.
He's
Really?
loaded, dude.
You don't care?
How they settled
No,
everything?
$10.
And
Have
then
it.
Jonesy starts again with someone else.
No, it was actually how much money? Obviously, I'm an accountant. I know how much money I charged you. Actually, it wasn't me. Lisa charged you. Lisa's like, no, he's got to pay. Lisa's like, no, he's got to pay. Oh, no, he doesn't get it for free. No, he's got to pay.
Okay, and I did pay.
How much did you
know
pay?
what? The baby still had formula.
Yep. So how much did you pay?
I don't remember. I guess it wasn't $10. I paid.
It was
the
not
admission.
$10. It was not $10.
Okay, it was 20.
$5. It was $25.
25. Okay, I paid 25.
25 at the door. 25 at the door. If you booked in advance, it was 20.
Okay.
Okay, so if you knew that there may have been a problem me stealing the room, why didn't you say, hey, Jonesy, I'm going to come and tape Mario's set? Is that going to be a problem for you?
What did you say about stealing the room?
Okay, no. All right. If you felt that I stole the room from you, if that's the way you felt, and that's
Wait,
everything.
what room? No, I don't think you stole the room from me ever. No, I don't think that.
No. Okay. Let me be clear and explicit. If you felt, when you came to the show at Uno's,
Yes.
if you felt there was still some misgivings between me and you over the boiler room.
I don't think I thought about that there were misgivings between you and me about the boiler room.
Okay. But now you found out after the fact that there may have been?
Well, Paul keeps ribbing me every time I see him. You stole Jonesy's mic!
Well,
That's what
Paul
brought
will
it
do
up.
Anything,
He's
Paul,
just having a piss.
dude,
Yeah.
Paul will do anything to
It's
stir up
on you.
controversy. Paul likes controversy.
Are you having a laugh?
Jonesy, we lost your sound, Jonesy. There you go.
So that's the way Paul perceived it. That, oh, look at that, Carl steals a room and then he's doing this. No, well, because Paul likes drama, except in his own life. He'll try to prevent and try to hide all the drama in his own life. Like when his wife calls
Hey
me.
guys, I'm so sorry. I got to jump. People are texting me about this. Jonesy, I hope we're friends. If we're not, I understand. I hope we're friends. I tried to make amends with you. I don't think it worked.
No, it did. We're good.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Thanks for having me on, Paul.
No problem, buddy.
You're
Thanks for
leaving?
paying $25 to come to my show. Appreciate it. And thanks for not taping my set. I appreciate that too.
That's how you do friendship right there.
Okay, I really need to jump
Friends are for.
because people are texting me for the password. But
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I
Go ahead, bro.
jumped because of those last. So you felt slighted that I didn't tape your sets. Mario had asked me to come.
You could have offered. You could have. I didn't really care. But
Okay.
you could have offered.
Okay, I will offer next time. If there is a next. Okay.
You had a camera.
Hey, Carl,
any video
What was the
guy,
number?
What?
video guy would say,
What was
"Hey,
the
do you
number,
want to speak?"
Carl?
My phone number is my
No,
Zoom
the number of the bus that ran the both of you over.
It was bus 2525. It's got a bomb on board. If it goes
Holy
below 50, it's gonna blow.
shit. Jonesy throws. Oh my God, Carl! I don't think you're the bad guy in all of this. If you want the truth of the matter, Carl is not the bad guy here. You know who the bad guy is?
The bar.
Jen, the bartender.
Jen,
Okay,
the bartender.
I gotta go. Thanks, guys.
Get out of call.
Owner boiler room open mic left. The owner of the boiler room open mic left. That was classic. Oh my God.
I had Nathan Lane on his screen for like an hour.
Holy Jesus! I was having such douche chills just then. It was just like
Jonesy,
I can't even look.
Jonesy, you are so good at apologizing and 15 seconds later, even retracting your apology or thinking of something different to argue about.
Okay.
So no, seriously, he came to the show, the show at Pizzeria Uno's. I was not expecting to see him there. And he didn't give a heads up. I'm like, hey, I'm taping for Mario. Do you want me to tape your set too? He could have made $10. I would have taped the whole show, and I could have gave him 25. It's like he was like, hey, for $25, why not take the money? Tape the show, tape the whole show, and give me a copy to tape. And then he would have gotten free admission.
Yeah. Oh well.
I would have taken the tape of the show, watched my set, also see me hosting, see everything that went down, and post it later. He could have taped the whole show and saved the money, and I want to probably pay him $25 to tape the whole show, and then separate it for each performer. He could have made money instead of saying, "Oh, I'm just going to tape Mario because I'm here to support Mario because that's what I'm here for." But I'm going to tape Jeannie too since it's only 6 minutes. You know, he could have taped the whole show. Johnny, am I right? He could have taped the whole show.
Maybe he didn't have enough memory on the card.
Maybe he didn't have enough memory on the card. That could have been a possibility. I didn't ask him, you know, but I didn't ask him if he could.
Look, I think ego's got in the way. You're not going to ask him questions. He's not going to ask you questions. He's going to show up and be sheepy about it.
Dude, do you really think I have a big ego?
You need to fucking man up and just bring it to a fucking head already.
Do you think I have a big ego?
Not you, the both of you. You feel a certain way, so you don't say something, and then he feels a certain way, and he doesn't say anything. I think the only way we're really going to resolve this is with a backyard wrestling match.
In those big rubber fucking sumo outfits.
Yeah.
Oh, no, they don't need the outfit.
But, like, all right, I'll tell you what, like, Anthony was pissed. You know, when I talked to Anthony about it, like, dude, I don't want to even deal with that. I think it was bullshit. But
well, look, here's my opinion. If there is a venue that turns its back on an open mic, comedy, whatever, and you pull the people away, they should be coming back to you to bring it back. And if the venue doesn't, that's a shit move.
Absolutely.
I mean, they didn't respect what they had until it was gone, and now that it's gone, they go to somebody else.
Yep.
And what I also don't respect are all the comics that came flooding back to it as if none of that happened.
That's right.
You know, they made demands on the comics. You stood up for the comics, and the comics didn't appreciate that. And
they also raised the level because they wanted to kill the mic and make money in the process. And he asked me, like, so they said $10 bar minimum to perform. That was like,
yeah, that was kind of stupid.
They did that. And
yeah, I know they did that. But you know why they did that? And I like Jen, but at the same time, you know, for her to think that she's behind a bar doing great things on a fucking Tuesday night and that she should leave there with hundreds of dollars. It's like, you show me a bartender somewhere else in Garfield that's walking out of the room with anything on a Tuesday.
Well, if she's a hot Polish chick, she probably is, because Garfield's a lot of Polish and they drink a lot.
I think the bottom of this whole problem is, like Jonesy said, at the end of when he was running it, they did that $10 thing. And then
they only did the $10 thing because the bartender was bitching she wasn't making money.
Right. But that $10 thing didn't come back when the new mic came back.
Oh no. Yeah, there's a minimum of a one-item minimum.
Yeah, but that's not $10.
But I'll tell you what, you got a lot of guys that are like fans of Jen, I'll put it, who are going deep in their pockets when they're there now.
Yeah.
You know, you didn't have that. What was the old bartender?
Angela.
Angela knew what it was like on Tuesdays, and just getting anybody in the bar was a big deal for her.
Yeah. Dude, I got along great with Angela, and I thought I got along great with Jen. Jen thought differently of me, obviously, or something.
No, it wasn't you. You're taking it too personally. It was she wasn't making money, dude.
She wasn't making money. Yeah. I thought Jen and we got along.
Right. You do. It's a matter of she wasn't making the money she thought she should be making.
She thought she should be making.
Yes. Yeah.
She realized what little she was making when the mic was gone.
Yeah.
And then was glad to get anybody back in the bar at 1 drink minimum.
Yes.
That's the whole point.
Yeah.
If it was anybody other than Jen working that bar, they would be thrilled because it's a Tuesday and you got anybody in there drinking anything.
Listen, the owner wanted to make $500 on a Tuesday night. That's what he wanted. $500.
Okay, well, if there's not 100 people in there spending $5 each now.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't get it. First of all, the bar wasn't very well stocked. The kitchen did some okay things, but it was
they started to ramp it up, the kitchen, a little bit, and doing the buffalo wings, and I think somebody told me that the pizza sauce got worse when they made the pie bigger. I don't know. It's just
well, yeah. I don't eat the food there because I can't eat any of the food. Well, actually, no. The French fries, they make their own. They make their own. That was good, but
I mean, the bottom line about the boiler room is it was literally one of the first mics I ever went to. I went there wanting to hate Jonesy. Remember that whole story, Jonesy?
But it turned out to be pretty good.
Yeah. And actually,
and to be fair, I don't go there for the bar. I go there. I go there because of the convenience of it. That's about the only reason.
So it's weird though, because sometimes it's really good, and it's more bad than it was good since Jonesy stopped doing it. It was when Jonesy had me running it, and when Jonesy was running it, it was a lot more good nights than there were bad nights, in my opinion.
Well, you kind of got taken over by that whole open mic crowd. I don't know what you want to call it. The North Jersey open micers, the guys that were going to Sticks and Stones, and the guys that were going to Olives, and going to the Sunday night mic.
Yeah.
So the crowd, I'd be surprised if. Jesus, I don't think any of them are working. I don't think any of them get paid, really. Maybe Josh Wells, maybe.
Josh Wells probably. I don't know, but he's also in communication, so I'm getting paid the same.
I'm just saying, it's up to the comics to support or not support a venue. I guarantee you, if you started an open mic on a Tuesday that was as convenient as that room was, and I'm not talking about Reds or something stupid like that, but if it was a convenient room, you guys would be all right. You didn't need to be at the boiler room. You could have gone right around the corner to Barcelona's, for fuck's sake.
I mean, I would go to Tiff's on Tuesdays.
In Morris Plains?
I'm in Morris Plains. I live in Morris Plains.
Oh.
We used to do it on Thursday, I think, and then like once a month, and then Gonzo came in and fucking put 400 open mics a month.
Well, I'm if I wanted to, I'd talk to. I mean, I could talk to Mike. Mike is one of the things about Mike at Tiff's is like, I just love comedy. I don't care who's running the room, and that's what he cares about. He just wants a good room.
Well, Tiff's, you got to remember something, guys. You want to spread things out. You don't want to saturate one spot. You want to spread it around a little bit. So maybe there's a place somewhere between the Cove and where Paul lives.
Hi, guys.
That might be convenient. Hello. That might be convenient.
I'm looking at a bunch of. I mean, Lisa knows this area. I mean,
up by you, yeah.
Yeah. So Parsippany, this area. I mean, we're looking about. We might run shows at the Randolph Diner I mean, there's a lot of places to run shows.
Well, run a show, yeah, but I'm talking about an open mic. You might want to look at something like Caldwell, Montclair.
Montclair, yeah. I mean, I could do Montclair. Wayne, definitely. The Hooters closed down. You know, that would have been.
Think bar.
I
Bar.
know.
You can get away with murder in a bar. In a Hooters, you got corporate shit. It's different. You got other stuff to worry about.
But
in a bar,
let me tell you something. Hooters is closed down now, so that place is now vacant.
You're not going to rent a place and start a club. I'm talking about bringing an open mic in a bar that's.
I know. Just thinking out of the box. That's all.
Yeah, but you got to be financed for that.
It's going to be a long time before you can fill little rooms with people, and people are going to want to sit next to people like that. It's going to be really hard.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, out of all the stuff I do, I think the only one that's going to come back quick is going to be the Shore Show because the room is big. John, you haven't seen the room, right? The room is big, and we can spread people out a lot more. Tiffs, they'd have to take half the seats out. Cove, they'd have to take more than half the seats out, I'd say.
Nah, they'll be back. Look, they've got a loyal following. If the door's open, they're coming. It's just the way it is.
What do you think? Everyone's going to wear masks at first to go see shows and stuff?
Nah. Once the doors are open, the doors are open.
People aren't going to go to Broadway right away because they're all crammed in next to each other.
Yeah. I mean, I was talking to Evan about the situation, what's going to happen with Broadway, and he produces shows regularly there. So he's like, I'm just waiting for them to open. And he actually did the last Saturday show before they shut everything down. And he actually had like 40 people or 50 people. He almost had to cancel it.
I did the Saturday show down the shore probably that same day. And I got a lot of emails going, oh, we're not coming with the corona and all this shit. So
yeah. Well, how many people do you have for that show?
Oh, maybe 10.
So if somebody pays for a ticket and they cancel, do you refund the money back to them?
If it's canceled?
No, if they cancel and say, hey, listen, they bought the ticket and say, listen, we can't make it, the COVID virus, can you refund our money?
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay.
Keep them happy because then maybe I get their email address. So next month I'll sell them another ticket.
There you go.
I had one woman that was bitching it was too hot in the room. I refunded her and her husband and her 2 friends. And then they came back 4 months in a row after that. So who cares about the 1 month?
Yeah. Hey, Jeannie, you like my new open mic space? The boiler room.
I love it.
Not running open mics down here.
All right, so now we've got to the depths and the deep of the whole boiler room situation with Carl. That's all straightened out.
What are you getting at?
That's already got straightened out. So let's move on to the more drastic situation of when are you guys going to do a podcast again?
This is it.
Yeah.
This is our podcast that we're doing together.
That's about it, you know?
Nah, honestly, like I don't even know if I want to do a podcast even at all. I can't even.
Jonesy soured you in podcasts?
No, I think it's just the whole coronavirus thing. Like I go on Facebook Live and I'm like, I'm not feeling anything, right this moment.
What do you mean you're not feeling it?
I don't know. I'm not feeling like entertaining at all, or I don't know. It's crazy.
I think
I have like really weird.
You know what? People are starving for entertainment now because there really isn't. They're bored out of their skulls. They're at home. I think it's a perfect time to start doing those lives, doing that stuff and talking about shit. Just talking.
Whenever I do, I just start talking about, I just feel like a Debbie Downer. Like I just start talking about my feelings about everything that's going on and they're not great, so I don't know. I feel like my life.
Nothing more than feelings.
I feel like my Facebook Lives turn into more like me wanting people to help me, and that's not cool. So then I feel like, what was that for?
That old Howard Stern show years and years and years ago where the guy was going to jump off the GW bridge and Howard talked the guy out of jumping on the bridge. Right.
Yep.
You remember
that?
So Yeah. So
Yeah. I mean, maybe I'll do it again. I don't know. Jonesy froze up on me.
Jonesy throws up on you? What?
Froze up. He's frozen.
Oh.
it says his audio.
Jonesy froze up on me. I don't like that. I don't know, man. How are you guys doing? I'm doing better tonight. Like, I'm up and down. Are you guys like that? Like, I'm like on a roller coaster, you know?
Oh, we're men.
We're men. Yeah, we're in and out.
I love the videos you sent me, Paul. They're cute. They're so funny.
Oh my God, that woman on the train? Dude, what was that?
I didn't get that one.
Whoa, you don't want it. Wow, I saw that before and I was just like, what the? Oh my God.
I want
That
to
was
see
brutal.
it.
I can't see you right now. Jonesy probably
All
took
right.
a phone call, I'm guessing.
Oh, he froze up.
Yeah, I think maybe you took a phone call.
I like manipulating the lights in my background, dude. What do you like this light scheme better?
What's a light steam?
What'd you do
The
before?
scheme. The
Scheme.
I can change my lights.
Robert,
Change it. Let's see.
Robert Field's asking how we're doing this. We're using the Zoom, which you can add on a feature that Facebook Lives the Zoom. So we're using
Mhm.
both to do this.
I'm actually a liar about not wanting to do this because I just got the $14 whatever memberships today so that I could do my own also. So I'm full of shit. I'm like, I want a podcast. I don't want a podcast. I never know what the hell I want.
Called On the Other Side of the House and have your husband on the other camera, but across the other side of the house. Yeah,
He wouldn't do it.
so.
Let's see.
So, John, what was your question for Jeannie about the whole Jonesy thing?
Oh, I was wondering when they were just gonna fucking get it over with.
What? That's not in the cards. Stop.
Maybe you're playing with the wrong Pokemon deck.
Did you see some woman got arrested for playing Pokemon Go in the middle of the fucking...
I heard the story. I think you sent it to me, but I didn't get a chance to look at it.
Where was she? In the middle of like New York or something?
I didn't see where it was, but yeah, she was out in her car. The cops pulled her over and she told them that she was playing Pokemon Go.
Is that
Right.
even still a thing?
That's what most people wrote in the reply to the thing is Pokemon Go still a thing?
Yeah, that was like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
I used to have to take my son out everywhere to do it and then like get
Your son's
out and walk around
25.
the park with him. What?
I was 25.
No, like 5 years ago. He's 18 now. He was like 14, 15, whatever. I don't know. I can't add 13.
Yeah, you're just
He was
15, 3 years ago. All right.
he was 13. I don't know how old he was, but he was young. Anyway.
Jeannie, how many times have you taken your kids out and just like had a random emotional breakdown while you're out?
3 or 4.
No, I didn't mean just this year. I meant in total.
No, and
I was
that's
thinking this
about
month.
Yeah.
it. Today. No, it doesn't happen that often. I can only think of like a couple of times. Why? Like, is that
Did you ever have a breakdown and not tell them what it was about?
have a breakdown and not tell them what it was about? Yeah, of course.
Jeannie, can you whistle?
Why?
I'm just curious. You know how to whistle?
I guess not. I just tried. I don't get it. It's just like a dirty joke or
Fucking
something.
55 years old and she only just tried whistling for the first time.
Try whistling while you're laughing.
That's the same face you look like blowing a Chinese. Jonesy,
Hey, hey, sorry about that.
Jonesy,
Jonesy,
ask
whistle.
Jeannie if she can. Jonesy, can you whistle?
Oh my
You can
God.
whistle. You can whistle.
I can't. Mine is not working. Why can't I whistle?
Look at those lips. Boy, if Carl was here, he'd just want to kiss him.
we'll put his
Oh, sorry. I got off I had a phone call I had to take. I'm sorry about that.
Did Carl call and you guys made it up? Is that what it was?
That was Carl. Carl called and he said, if you ever talk to me that way again, I'll give you such a pinch. She's whistling.
Why can't I? No, it's not making a whistling noise.
All right,
it's
Jeannie,
like the blowing
you know what I can't do, Jeannie? You know what I can't do?
What?
I can't wink. I can't wink. Everybody can wink. I can't wink. Like, I can't wink. And it's like my whole face twitches. I can't wink. I can't.
I can wink with my left eye, but if I try,
I can't wink. Like my whole face is like.
Can you raise one eyebrow?
I can't. Oh, you do the rock. I can't do that either. You know.
I can wink with one left.
I can't do the left.
If I wink with my left eye, it's okay. But if I try and wink with my right eye, it does both. I can't do right eye on its own.
I don't understand why you can't.
I can't do it.
Why can't you whistle?
Just for the same reason that I can't understand why you can't whistle. I can't understand why you can't whistle.
Did you see what I just did? I crossed my eyes.
Yeah. Same.
But now open them when you do it so you could see
same
them.
Reason, Jeannie, that you can't do what you're told when Brendan's having an interview with somebody.
You can't do what you're told. Get over there.
Get
back in the kitchen. Make me a sandwich, Jeannie. Get back over there.
Get back in your hole.
Get back in the swamp, come queen.
All right. Where did that go?
I don't know. That was some pent up shit.
No.
That was having a piss.
Oh, I did it. No, it's Brendan.
Can you hum and whistle at the same time?
No, I'm on low battery.
You know?
Oh shit! I paid $14.99 for this.
Oh, when I try to hum while I'm whistling, then it sounds like a whistle. It's like stupid pet tricks.
This is so interesting. How did we get on whistling? Let's go. How did we get on fucking whistling? We just wanted to see your lips curl up like you're stuck in a cock. What?
Oh no, nothing like that.
Because it's
nothing like that.
Sure.
Nothing like that.
Wow.
So Jeannie was asking why you're on hold. Why? What is wrong with her? Why haven't you ever tried to fuck?
No, I wasn't asking that.
Okay. All right, I did. Well, let me tell you something.
More like a cry.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about Jeannie. We were at the Mohegan Sun. Lisa was in the shower, and all of a sudden I started getting amorous.
He was joking.
Well, I was starting to get amorous, and Jeannie was laying on the bed, looking all sexy. And then I go up to Jeannie, and go, "Oh, Jeannie. Oh my God." And I grabbed Jeannie's hips and she goes, "Ah! Ah, get away! Ah! What are you doing? Get away from me! Ah!"
Too bad you didn't have a pair of mittens.
Like that, but it was very
So the exact same reaction that every one of Jonesy's rape victims gave.
Oh my God.
Except the 11-year-old. She didn't know what to do, you know, when I raped her.
Oh, stop.
Who can whistle with their fingers?
I can't do the whistle with my fingers.
I did it.
I'm trying to understand why it's so important.
The loud whistle with the fingers I can't do.
And Jonesy posted all over Reddit that Jeannie doesn't blow. But now we've proved it.
Is that the whole point of this? Come on.
Hey, listen. I have a podcast at 9:30 that I have to sign on for. So I got 20 minutes left before I leave, and I want 10 minutes to prep for my podcast that I'm going on to.
Oh, is this
and by prep
running without Jeannie?
What?
This is the FF show, and Jeannie doesn't know about it.
No, it's not the FF show. Yeah. It's my friend Omar Turner, and he wants to put out content for millennials and be a positive message, and that's what we're doing. We're going to talk about positivity.
Nice.
Brendan,
so, it's really funny that it's not Carl running the FF show for fuck your friends.
No, I hope that, because I was trying to make up with you, Jonesy. It didn't look like it went well. I don't know why.
It went well until you did that voice.
Well, I'll tell you what. When we put it in the proper perspective, I think he finally understood it.
Yes, absolutely. And you're the man to do that. And that was the perfect analogy. Oh, it wasn't a perfect analogy. It was an analogy that was relatable. Now he understood.
Robert Field is saying Jonesy's doing a podcast. What is he, a big shot now?
Who said that?
Robert Field.
Robert Field, I'm not a big shot. I just doing a podcast. I have someone who's doing a podcast and wants to have me on a guest. So that's not
all right, guys. I'm gonna have to sign off because my 90-day fiance or something, or I'm not sure what's on right now, babe.
Oh,
Real Housewives.
yeah.
Oh, you're gonna go down and take care of the cats? Oh, okay. I got more time.
All right. Give us a
All right.
And then,
Hi,
and then,
Rex.
and then she gets the living room. She gets the chair. I'm sitting in the massage chair. It's wonderful.
I'm sitting in the boiler room because I started getting loud outside when we started talking about the threesome. And all of a sudden, Lisa goes, "Get the fuck inside. I don't want the neighbors hearing our shit." You know, I was outside and she made a good point.
So she didn't have a problem with the genie threesome. She just had a
The-
problem saying it with a
The
neighbor.
way,
No,
the way that Jen, Youssef, and Carl fucked Brendan.
Oh my God.
And who the fuck is Youssef? Who the fuck? Seriously, guys. Like, who the fuck is Youssef? Did anybody know? Does he do any other mics, any other room? He just does that fucking room because I heard him say he wants to fuck Jonesy over.
No, wrong.
He came to my mic.
Hold on. I gave Youssef the opportunity because I liked him. I like, dude, I think you make a good host. So can you do me a favor and host a couple nights? So Youssef he was a guest host a couple nights at Boiler Room. And I guess Jen liked him and Anthony, the owner, liked him. And they decided to reach out to him. And then when I came back after my sabbatical, after the gray sweatshirt time where I was away for, some odd weeks, they liked Youssef running.
Sweatshirt time. I was wearing that sweatshirt tonight too, and I took it off for this.
It was the Nut Hut. It was the visit to the Nut Hut. Okay.
One man's garbage is Jeannie's treasure. That's all that matters.
This is how bad Jonesy is at comedy, right? Jonesy is so bad at comedy. He did his material in a mental asylum, and they didn't ask him back.
I'm so bad at comedy. Yeah, okay. So you and Evan Weiss are on the opinion that I should quit comedy. You, Evan Weiss, and James Mack are all about me quitting comedy. Is that what it is? I'm that
James
bad?
Mack is about getting a fucking restraining order. That's not the same thing at all. We said that you're a lot better at putting shows together.
Brandon, did you ever talk to Bo Blaze?
Did I ever? No, here's the thing. I went off at City Lounge.
No. Bo's an awesome guy.
Yeah,
Yes, he is.
Talk to Bo about your situation and see what he says.
Well, yeah, but he had the whole thing with the North Jersey comedy. Where they parted ways.
Yes.
Dude, I actually had a lot of discussions with Bo. I like Bo a lot. I bought a couple of his shirts. I had the sticker on my phone. The North Jersey County. It's on my phone. I support Bo.
No, Bo's a good guy.
First time I ever went to the City Limit place, we walked in there, me and Dave. We put our names down. I went to take a piss, and they called my name while I was taking a piss.
It happens.
City
No,
Lounge.
but
You're talking about City Lounge?
Yeah.
I am a regular at City Lounge. every other Thursday. I used to go there all the time.
I love
And
their.
I was there when Rob Garrison was running the City Lounge. So yeah, and I know the bar owner. The bar owner's name is Anthony too. And I'm like,
I'm
Anthony.
not talking about that. I'm saying about the situation you have with a certain individual and get another perspective on it because I don't think you're out of line.
I wish I kept taping Bo Blaze go on after I bashed James Mack at the City Lounge. James Mack is like, I feel I have to add to that story, Jonesy. And he said, James Mack is an absolute psychopath. Like he went out, like when I said that, you know what? Take what we said when people ask for our critique and our critique and our understanding of your set. What Bo Blaze says, like, listen, take what we say with a grain of salt. Comedy is very subjective. Keep doing what you're doing, and hopefully next year we'll have you back. And when he sent that, when he sent that to the people that he was rejecting for the comedy festival, James Mack, he said, and I quote, lost his ever fucking mind. He goes, like, what do you mean? Like, is comedy subjective? What are you putting that out there? Like, comedy's not subjective. Keep doing what you're doing. Be supportive. You know, and like he wanted to control the perception of the North Jersey Comedy Festival as well. And who are they to like say this is art? And like when you judge somebody's set, this is like it's not. It is what it is. Like this is how you see it. It's a perception. It's not the truth. It's how you see it. I think Jerry Seinfeld is not that funny, but other people think he's hilarious. I think Lisa Lampanelli is absolutely hilarious, and people think she's trash. You know, so it all depends who you're talking to. Comedy is very subjective.
Thank you for joining another episode of Special Thoughts with Jonesy.
Deep Thoughts.
Deep Thoughts from
by
Jonesy.
Jack Handy.
Jonesy,
Comedy is not objective. It's
Jonesy, would you have had a better video to submit to this year's North Jersey Comedy Festival?
Are they even having it, first of all?
Video? What?
Wait a minute. Are they even having it, first of all?
No, it's canceled. They're done.
I was going to say, because the only way you're going to get in is if you move to Brooklyn.
But Jonesy, would you have had a better video if Carl actually recorded you at the Pizzeria Uno? Would that have been a good video?
It would have been okay, but I was doing a lot of different things. I was hosting. Plus, there was a birthday party there, so I'm doing a lot of things. Also, you know, I sang the Pizzeria Uno song on the mic to the birthday person and got people on the cast. Like, so there was a lot of moving parts to that show. I was funny. I was doing a lot of crowd work, and I was okay. Was I
You
great?
were funny. You did great that night, actually, from what I remember.
There you go. So tell them how I did.
Comedy subjective.
Yeah.
Though.
No, he did a really good job. He really did.
I think the funniest part of the night was Jeannie was doing her set, and she's talking about how nothing ever works. No romance ever works. My husband, everything, everyone just leaves me. I don't know what it is. And when she said that, the Valentine's heart fell off the wall. And she goes, you know what I mean? And she played into it, and everyone rolled. It was actually
It was
awesome.
funny. It was cool. I did good. I forgot that Carl taped that set. I need to get that from him still.
Oh, you need to get that from him still.
Oh, that's right. He didn't.
Yeah. What?
Well,
Can you get
I'm going to have to start wrapping things up, but I finally got the computer running, Paul, got it all working. I can boot into Windows. I can boot into Mac. I got the 4K screen next to the 2K screen, scaled it down. I now have 49 inches of consistent screen footage across my desk. It's amazing.
All right, Jonesy,
Awesome.
say when we finish the show, you got to go anyway.
Yeah. Do you guys? Do you want to talk about anything else before I get going?
Well, you haven't got time, have you?
No, I got time. I have 6 minutes.
Will you be growing your beard back before you leave the house?
I had it. Well, obviously, when I was on the podcast with Jeannie and Paul, my beard was fluffy, and then I just got rid of it.
Oh, I thought that meant it smelled like farts.
Oh, that's what that meant. You're right. That's what it meant.
It was all so smell like farts.
But
Oh.
Jonesy,
Grow it back.
you and Jeannie are cool now?
I have a 9:30, so I'm gonna prep from like 9:20 to 9:30.
No, I'm saying, are you and Jeannie okay now or not?
We're fine.
We're fine.
Okay.
All right, this is like a marriage guidance meeting. We're both okay, and then they go
We're
out
fine.
and beat the fuck out of each other.
We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. There's no problem here. We're fine.
We're
We're fine.
fine.
We're fine.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
Mhm.
Everything's fine.
I'm fine. I'm fine. Don't
I'm
worry.
fine.
I'm fine.
Tomorrow
I'm
you're
good.
fine.
fine. Black eye.
What black
No, we're
eye?
cool again. We're cool,
Yeah.
you guys.
I should have in 2020 hindsight, I should have taken the Zoom out. I never should have went outside with it. I just thought it was cool. The deck, it was lights and stuff like that. But this works for me. Just hanging here in my little office, little desk I made and shit. So anyway,
maybe you need a little more backlighting.
yeah. Unfortunately, I don't have any backlight. The light fixtures. Johnny, maybe you can help me out. I can't even get this light fixture. You know, I don't even know how to get in. So it's one of these kind of things. It's built into the ceiling.
It's either one or two way. You either pull it down or push the glass up.
Yeah, the glass doesn't push up, and so I have to take the tile off. The drop ceiling tile.
Yeah, you got to take the adjoining tile and see what's going on top.
Yeah, but I don't know what's going on. But I mean,
see, watch. Look what I can do, because I'm me. Echo, set living room lights to bright white.
Wow. Whoa. Dude, this room is tripped out, though. This room is fucking awesome.
Echo, cure John Hollywood's HIV status.
Well, that's what Brendan's doing. He's got his Truvada for PrEP.
Yeah.
So now I have the backlighting.
By the way, did you know that was a suppository?
Of course. I love suppositories. It reminds me of my wrestling days.
Yeah, but Brendan likes innuendos.
Gina, you got any shows coming up that Jonesy's not on that you want to plug?
Yeah, lots. No, nothing. Just...
Hollywood, have you heard from the Cove? How are they surviving?
They're going to be okay. They applied for the grants and the aid, so they're going to be they'll be back. It's just a matter of them opening things up. They've got contracts with with the talent. As soon as they're able to go, they'll be back.
Now, they didn't open up the kitchen and serve food during this time at all, did they?
I don't believe so. I think what they did was, I think they might have door dashed until they ran out of what they what was in stock, and now
so they do DoorDash. And do they do
No, not anymore. They did until they were out of stock, and that was the end of that.
Mm-hmm.
So they're closed down right now.
The sperm donor clinic, so I can get some extra cash.
Mm-hmm.
What have you guys been ordering out? Have you guys been ordering anything from restaurants and stuff?
Chipotle.
Chipotle, yeah.
Chipotle. So
I've had Brazilian barbecue, which was really good. I've had Chipotle, which was not very good. I had.
Jeannie, you should try Brazilian.
Hey, Jeannie. So, and do you want to talk about Nick on air, or you want to talk about Nick off air?
Who's Nick? Oh, is that the intern?
No, Nick. Are you blocked? Are you on? Are you blocked or cocked?
No, we're just
Are you blocked or cocked? Are you blocked or cocked?
We're just friends. I'm social distancing, so there's a whole lot of nothing going on.
You're social distancing in a house full of 17 people.
So,
3.
Jeannie, about any other thing, we'll talk off air, okay?
All right, that sounds good.
All right, guys. This was
all right.
fun.
Good
Paul,
to see you guys. It was
we're going to do the next one.
Maybe tomorrow.
Johnny, thank you so much for explaining everything. Johnny, thanks so much for backing me up and just explaining everything easy. So he understood that what he did wasn't 100% kosher.
Well, it all depends on how you feel about somebody fucking your ex.
I don't agree with it. But
you don't mess with another man's meat. That's
Jonesy
basically.
Jonesy says if you want to fuck him in the ass, you got to buy him dinner first.
Correct.
That's Carl. What he's really looking for is a woman with big meaty fingers. Or an amputee. Hey, Carl's favorite porn website is bulldykes.com.
Bulldykes.com. Oh man. Yes. All right, I'm gonna prep for my call. I have a Zoom call, and
Carl's ideal woman rolls her own tampons and kickstarts her vibrator.
But yeah, guys. Hey, Johnny, do you know Rich Aronovich?
No.
No. No? Okay.
Is he dead?
No, he's not dead. He's a comic in New York City. That
All right, I'll be right out.
He's
All right.
quite
Oh,
dead, you
husband's calling you for a back
see.
rub?
What?
Sorry?
Jeannie's ex-husband's calling her for a back rub to cover the mortgage.
No, I'm gonna go eat some raviolis they just made. I'll talk to you guys later. I don't.
Food, all right.
What is that from?
She's quite dead, you see.
All right. I'm gonna.
Is that like from
I'm gonna
Oliver
log
or
off now,
something? What
guys.
is that?
Jeannie,
Les
put-
Mis?
I'm gonna log
I'm
off.
sorry, but my
First off,
health doesn't
How
allow
do
it.
you log off of a podcast? How do you do?
You push your own picture and then you hit the leave button at the top.
Oh, well, Carl logs off
The
by
leave-
standing up.
The leave button? Oh, the live button? You press the
Leave.
live button
You see a red thing
Oh
that
my
says leave at the top?
God.
that says live
pointing
on
at
Facebook.
No, it says
where you
no.
can
There, if
see
you
it.
touch your screen, it turns to say leave.
Ah, okay.
Bye, Jonesy.
Good night, everybody.
All right.
It's a pleasure.
We're out.
Thank you.
Bye.
I'll talk to you soon.
Later.
Bye,
Have a
guys.
good
My
night,
my
guys.
3 chins say goodbye too. Look at my 3 chins.
Jonesy's got 3 Chinese people in his house.
Look at those chins. Yep.